on the exhibition at Rotherham Titans Rugby Club, which LBC did help to arrange, and it highlighted the impacts of smart motorways, as well as people's concerns and fears about them. Justifiably, I would say. National Highways has previously insisted safety is its highest priority, that safety data shows in terms of fatal casualties, and argues smart motorways are, and I quote, our safest roads. So LBC's reporter Seb Cheer went along to that exhibition yesterday to hear from Claire Mercer about why this issue is more pressing than ever in a general election year.
Page after page after page, 600 pages in fact, all filled with comments about smart motorways. These are all messages received by Claire Mercer's campaign in just the last 2 years, and there are thousands of them. Claire set up this campaign after her husband Jason was killed while stopped in a live lane on a section of the M1 here in South Yorkshire in 2019.
It is just literally how smart motorways have affected people's lives, from everything from bring back the hard shoulder to I've had a terrible experience, who are you meant to grab first, your kids or your elderly mother. This is what the voters feel. You know, it might not be 100% accurate on every single point, but it's what the voters think. Claire is hoping these messages will get to candidates who are hoping to become MPs at July's general election. I know there's some very big issues in the world at the moment, but this is our day-to-day. This is getting to and from work. This is seeing your family. Because, of course, Jason was on his way to work and he never got there. And you can't deal with the big issues if you never get to work. How do we end up here in this specific location? Jason was a season ticket holder here. Rotherham is a small community, and I still get stopped saying, I remember your Jason at the matches. He kind of stood out, and I said, yeah, but I bet he talked to you, didn't he? And they realised that he could look a little bit interesting, but he was a big friendly giant. Since this campaign started, Claire's been joined by a number of other volunteers, including 14-year-old Heather, who told me her friend nearly died on a smart motorway. My friend's mum stood on the brake pedal so hard it bent, but they still went into the back of this. Thankfully, they were in a van. If they'd have been in one of the smaller cars they usually had, they'd have just gone underneath. And how does it feel then when you're travelling on smart motorways, knowing that that's happened to your friend? Kind of panicky and just wanting to get off them. Basically, we just need to reinstate the hard shoulder, and let's hope that we don't have any more deaths on smart motorways.
So that's Seb Cheer with that report, of course, with Claire Mercer, who, credit to the woman, continues to campaign. The extraordinary thing is that it's thought campaigners would point to around 80 people whose lives have been lost on these roads. Now, when I talk about this, and I make no excuse of coming back to this, because although I don't use the roads that much, both my sons are on the road quite a lot, and you're on the road quite a lot, and it's our job to highlight that. So do you not think if only they applied the same energy and determination as they do, quite rightly, to people who might die from the effects of pollution on our roads and the toxins that are emitted, and quite rightly that is addressed. So why is this not